I don't always listen to sports radio, but when I do, I prefer the sports Goombahs. Stay loyal, my friends.
Hey, yo, Pete, I don't want that guy's voice doing our show. Put him in the bathroom. Hello, everybody. I'm Cassidy King. I got the chef Brendan B, Mikey Wall. This is the Sports Goombahs coming to you live on the 515 studios, very deep outside Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Whoa. There you go.
Hey, sorry, man.
And we're brought to you by Sports Goombahs, brought to you by Castle Public Adjusters. Number one public adjusters in Delaware Valley, bar none. 215-752-1237. Check them out at castlepa.com. Fire and water, destroy your home. You need to put insurance claim. Those are the guys you want to call. Castle Public Adjusters.
I don't get a chance to mess up the opening that much, so I
you did a good job there, man.
All right. There you
go. One for the chef. One for the chef. We're coming to you live from the Sports Goombahs studio. Got a lot to talk about. Most of it not sports.
A lot of it not sports.
Yeah, we're live on Twitter and Facebook. Got the Wall Report coming up. I got my picks. Going to make a few bucks for a few people. Get us back in the saddle here after the All-Star break in baseball. I don't know where to start with sports this week. What's going on in the world right now is the week that we're going. I mean, people are getting killed. Things are blowing up. And the politicians are getting the gear. The Super Bowl of, the presidential race.
Yeah, one thing that was released this week was the fact that, I don't know, because you were a strong advocate before, not to punish the kids. It's not fair. But now that they actually have proof that Paterno did know about what happened.
That he didn't know.
That he did know.
That he did know. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Ahead of time, it was always speculation whether they actually have it. Does that change your position now?
That he did know? I guess it does. I mean,
you found out in '76.
Here's the thing. In life, yeah, I think so. And what we know now that happened. But you look at the way these colleges are run and the money that's made, and the ethics aren't in, taking care of the kids. The ethics are in the money. It's moving the cash around. Penn State was a cash cow. Okay, the alumni, the association, they were, how much money they donate a year? Can you imagine? To have that kind of thing go down, and all that money
they got
stops.
Penalized, what, $300 million?
Yeah.
$300 million, and it's how many?
Here's the thing.
How many places that do that actually still operate after $300 million?
The thing is, back in those times, you could hide it because you didn't have the social media, you didn't have the outlets to nail you. And it's funny how it gets so not funny, but what nailed him was later on, getting it out. You know what I mean? What was 15 years later, maybe more, that all happened.
Well, the first report, I thought it said 76.
Well, it's even longer then. We're talking 30 years?
30-something years.
Yeah, so 30 years to get out. If it happened yesterday in this world now, it would never gotten that far. It would stopped off because somebody would have leaked it somehow or another. Somebody would have had pictures taken somewhere, video,
Somebody would have whipped out that cell phone camera in that locker room.
Exactly. No, I don't. To me, I don't care. The crime's the crime. Was it a sports crime back then? We spoke about that a lot. I think we were just going on the radio when that all started happening back then. And, my position was Penn State should have never been penalized. The kids, this is a crime. This was a crime committed at a college. Okay. The people who were involved with it who cover up should have been in trouble. And they shouldn't have suspended that school from having or put them on probation for 3 years and penalized the kids that were on that football team, baseball team, soccer, whatever. You know what I mean? It was a crime that was committed, and that's how it should have been treated, not as a school penalty. You know, that's how I think. It wasn't like they cheated to get players on a team, that type of thing where you get penalized. That's
you don't think that's a penalty on the sports department?
No, this is a crime. This is
I know, but
the
punishment was at the school for covering it up, which the school did do. Well,
I'm talking about the people who cover up. Don't penalize the students that are there at the time.
But you can't separate. You can't separate. You can't say this is getting punished without that getting punished.
Yeah, but then you're punishing the kids that were going to school that year and the next year. Now they had to move their lives changed because of that. And had nothing to do with it. You know, why does that? Well, I don't know. What was the one? Was there one quarterback on Penn State that had to move to another school? I believe, I don't remember.
Somebody did.
Somebody had to move to another school. Yeah, because of that. Because his career was shot. You know, if you didn't have a chance to get into a bowl game, then what's he going to do?
Oh, well, it happens. I mean, I'm not trying to be insensitive about it, but you know, if you're going to punish a school, that's part of the punishment. We're going to hurt your chances of recruiting. We're going to, because we want you to feel. The punishment's supposed to be something bad.
That kind of punishment, you go to jail. Okay, you do something like that, you go to jail. You cover up a crime like that, you go to jail. You don't get sanctions
Who else
against.
is in jail?
Well, I guess a lot of people should have gone. If Paterno covered that up and knew all about it, doesn't he part of the problem? Isn't he guilty too?
Oh,
well,
yeah,
then
definitely.
What happens to the person's guilty like that? They go to jail. You know what I mean? Or something happens legally, they're in trouble. No, let's suspend the team. Let's give them 3 years probation in NCAA. You know,
uncharacteristically quiet.
Because I had no idea you guys were talking about it first. I had no clue. When you first were starting, like, the news is out, I had no clue where you're going.
Yeah, that was
it happened I think Tuesday.
Yeah. So anyway, my opinion on the whole thing, I have to agree 100% with you. You have to punish a school. You can't just Sandusky's in jail. No harm, no foul. School, you're fine. No, you have to. You have to.
And the byproduct is the byproduct is the students suffering. I hate to say it like that, but that's the byproduct of it.
But did they? They may have suffered temporarily for like a week, but they let people out for free. Usually, when you transfer, you need to sit out a year. They said, no, you guys can go and play immediately. We understand this is effed up, and you had nothing to do with this. So they let them walk. The one, I think it was a kicker, like one of the top kickers in the country, went and moved to Texas. Yeah. I'm sure he's fine at Texas as opposed to Penn State. Yeah. There's a lot of guys. There's a guy, the guy who just got suspended for like rape or something from Baylor. He was at.
If this wasn't an athlete, say it was a school student and a school teacher, completely different, right?
Nothing to do with it.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, and the reason why it's nothing to do with it?
Because it's not the athletic team. It's not the team. It's not team related.
Okay, so and this is a football team related thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It happened in the lockers with the shower with the coach.
Right. A guy employed by the football team.
Okay.
And then the head
soccer
coach
team
covered
and
it up.
basketball team, did they anything happen to them during this thing?
Probably not.
No,
probably not.
They
No,
get,
all
the whole
the
school
sanctions,
just with the football. I thought it was a entire school thing.
No, they got fined $300 million. I mean, $300 million is a lot of freaking money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not for colleges.
Not for colleges. And just think, I think it's Texas. I think actually it is. I'm not sure, that makes like the most money off their football, off their sports programs.
Yeah, they have their own network.
Yeah,
the Longhorn Network.
Yeah. So
they make billions a year.
Do I feel bad? Yeah, I feel bad for the students that had to transfer, because if that was your dream to go to Penn State,
but you didn't have to transfer.
But you didn't.
Nobody
have
made
to.
you.
Exactly.
If your dream is to go to Penn State, you stay there, right?
You suffer through it.
But you said, it's not to sound unsympathetic, but it happens.
Yeah.
Like you can't say, all right, well, Sandusky's in jail. You know, you guys are fine. You continue. No, you have to make them feel it. Just like you said, to make them feel the punishment.
Put them in jail.
Well, they did.
Put them all in jail.
But there's more than that.
Put them all in jail. That's it. That's what you get when you commit a crime. You go to jail.
One guy goes to jail. The people that covered it up, and I'm guaranteed there's more people that knew about that didn't know about that.
I'm trying to think. Does that happen in pro sports? Do they? Yeah, I guess they do find pro sports. Same thing. You use a draft pick in the NFL.
Happens all the time.
Yeah, in baseball, I don't think it does. In baseball, there's nothing to lose. You just lose your player, and that's it. There's really no draft picks.
You're hurting the fans. You know, it's the same thing.
Dude.
You know what I mean? That's
like
your
the team's
argument.
carrying shit if they hurt the fans. Yeah. Okay. You know. So the other thing was the NFL's been pretty quiet. until today, locally, we got a little bit of chatter with the coach, the general manager, and the owner about their quarterback situation, where they said that Carson Wentz is on the shelf. They don't care how good he does in the preseason. Even if he wins the spot, he's not the starting quarterback.
It shouldn't be.
Right, whatever. I mean, Lurie, Jeffrey Lurie has his quarterback. Bradford's his quarterback. Or Howie's got his quarterback, Wentz, okay? And Peterson has Daniels. Okay, they got their guy, whether they're starters or whatever. They got the certain guys they wanted, and they're part of the team. So it's like all three of them got their quarterback. If you look at the way they are, you can see Lurie's paying the cash. He wants to keep his guy. Howie wants to make sure that he keeps his general manager job for the next 10 years. He's got his guy, right? Because if Wentz goes down the drain, goodbye, Howie.
Oh, yeah.
Did everything he did there, right? And Peterson, he's got his, I don't know, he's got his
security blanket.
Security blanket, right? He's got what Andy Reid had when he came here with Peterson, when McNabb came in, okay, just in case. Well, I don't see, to me, Chase Daniels, I don't know what kind of security blanket he is, other than a clipboard guy, because he hasn't really played much football in 9 years. I mean, I think he's played 2 games.
It's just a knowledge
He's
guy.
not been in the league for 9 years for starters.
Are you sure?
Yeah, very, very sure.
Check that. I think he's been in for 9 years.
He's not even close to
Not even close? Okay.
Not even close.
Well, 6 years, whatever.
I don't think it was that much, but all right, fine. Continue.
Being a rookie. Check the Daniels. I think he's been in longer than you think.
A 9-year veteran would make him like 32. So he's not.
He looks about 32. Anyway.
29.
29. Okay. How many years has he been in the league?
He's been in the league since 2009.
Okay. 6 years. 7 years. I'm sorry. I was going 2 years off. My bad.
This is his 7th year.
7th year. Okay. So he's no spring chicken in the NFL, but he sure knows how to hold a clipboard. That's about it.
But he's a knowledge guy.
I know why he's here. Yeah, I understand why he's here.
He's going to make a half decent quarterback coach.
It bothers me. I want the Eagles to be successful. The local team, of course I do. It's why I want to hear what Peterson has to say. It's his team, his direction, his show. And every time they talk about Peterson, they go to Rosenuts and then they go to Lurie. It's like, why even go to those guys? They're not supposed to be running that team on the field. Like, I want Peterson. I want to know what he's doing and how he's doing. And that's about it, man. That's what I want to know.
Well, the problem was, you know what it is? You know why you're so antsy? And everybody, I guess, is a little antsy because we don't know yet. There's too many unknowns.
Well, I know what the owner and the general manager are like. I know what they're all about. The coach, I have no idea. When we went through this last time, it was Chip coming in, and you pretty much knew what Chip had as a record because he was he was a head coach somewhere in a pretty successful program. And your main concern way back when, which seems like 3 years ago now, that he wasn't going to be able to adapt to NFL, but you had everything in place. You knew what you were getting. You were getting a coach of caliber. You were getting this, that, and that. Whether his stuff or his craziness was going to work here and what he was going to do, you knew it. We don't know anything. Right.
That's the problem. There's no history of him running any kind of football team.
Yeah, they keep trying to dig out. Well, yeah, they keep trying to dig out what he did over in Kansas City, but it's what it is. Andy Reid had the final say there, where he was running those debacle offensive calls and those claims where those games where they blew leads. Who knows? Okay, you can say yeah, no, maybe. They keep trying to prove that he was part of that of the the games that they fell apart on, but who knows? Who cares? You know what? He's got help around him. I'm foreseeing what he can do. I just don't like how I hear things, but maybe that's just the way they're doing it. I remember when Andy Reid came in here, he was behind that microphone. He was very quiet, very straight eyes. Everything was subjective. That's subjective. That's subjective over and over again for the first year. He didn't leak anything out. Now, if he's under the tutelage of Andy Reid, well, then he's going to be the same way. And it looks like he is. He looks out and you can just watch the guy. You watch his demeanor. He looks out into the lights with his head up. Very rarely stares at guys that are talking to him because he's trying to, distract the whole thing from, what he does and doesn't know. And, the Philadelphia media, they're a lot harder than they are in Kansas City and a lot of other towns. They won't just say no. A no for an answer is no good around here because that no or that wrong answer will go to 35 different shows that day until the nighttime, until somebody gets the right answer out of it. That's what I think. Anyway. That's my report on the Eagles right now. Other than that, Aguilar was found to be not guilty of anything at all at the nightclub, so he's free to go. Some gold digger didn't do it right or whatever, for the most part. But that's the NFL right now. They're very quiet. I mean, there's really nothing. They've got nothing to put out there right now. Everybody's being good, Except for the one guy who did the tweet with the police officer cutting his neck off. What guy was that, man?
It's Angelo Crowell.
Yeah, what was up with that?
Is that another Miami guy?
No.
All right. Okay.
I mean, what was he thinking? I mean, doesn't that deserve some kind of look at? Like, as for the NFL, you put something like that up? No.
We're gonna pretend to murder police officers.
He took it off because he was only joking, right? Now you've thought about doing that. You're not only joking there. Okay, you had that in your mind. That's your thought. You don't post something
you
like
can't
that.
go the other way and do that.
Nah,
if you were a police officer
absolutely.
joking around, killing a black guy.
Is that okay with the NFL? Is that okay? No fine, no nothing. That's cool. It's a tweet, or I guess it was Twitter, right, or it's Facebook or
Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah, that's okay? I guess, right? No crime, no foul.
Not be okay, but
right. Well, I saw it. I missed it. I didn't see the actual picture. Then I saw it this morning. Actually, are you kidding me? That's like an ISIS picture, of a police officer.
It was meant to mimic that one ISIS picture of them murdering the officer, not the officer, the reporter from.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
England,
NFL's got to come down on that. You know what I mean? They got to do something about that. You got to fine him. Something's got to be done. I mean, he gets to walk away from something like that. I don't think so, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he is walking away from it, or they just haven't addressed it, or they don't care about it.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd think so. I mean,
Yeah.
it's offensive.
Yeah, I mean, you're fining Brady for deflating a football, but that's okay.
And you're not going to let him play. He's out of options. He's Supreme Court, and that's
he gave up.
Yeah, he
gave up. He announced today. He's I'm done. I don't care.
Oh, he did announce today?
Yeah,
All right.
he gave up. Now, for him giving up, I think, what else is he going to do at this point? He appealed it and won, right? Now Goodell looks like I'm the boss around here. A year and a half later, 2 years later, right? That's 2 years since this happened now. Last year, he ended up playing. It was the year before that. It just makes Brady angry. Okay, give him a four-day vacation. The Patriots go 2-2 maybe. Who knows? They got some soft games. They open up in the.
No, not soft at all.
Nothing.
They open up at Arizona.
But didn't they play Cleveland in there, I think?
No, Texans.
So they have a tough.
Yeah.
I mean, last year was a soft year they opened up, but that's why we talked about it. Yeah. Well, whatever. Okay. Maybe they'll win them. Maybe they'll lose. I don't know. But Brady's angry. He'll come back angry.
It sucks because I would have loved to see them go at Arizona.
Yeah.
That would have been a great game.
It would have been a very good game.
That's an ESPN game too.
Yeah.
Surprised ESPN didn't try to finagle their way into, hey, come on.
Let him go.
ESPN's too busy becoming a news organization now. Okay. They went to did you watch the ESPYs at all?
I seen his monologue. That was it.
Very hard, man. I turned it off. I couldn't. It wasn't no ESPYs. It was like, first of all, it was about what was going on in the streets. Okay, that was the big theme of the night over there. And ESPN became more like Fox and CNN now. Trying to become a news organization. That's why the whole station's going down the drain as it is anyway. I thought the ESPYs were stupid. I kind of dozed off the end, but was that Caitlyn Jenner or Bruce Jenner? Was he on? Was it on? No,
I didn't watch. I watched Cena's monologue. And that's it.
I kind of dozed off on it. Well, I wanted to watch it to try to get some material out of it, and I didn't get any material out of it. The only thing that annoyed me was LeBron James, Melo, and the other two guys went up there and did their, Black Lives Matter thing, where they, if I'm not mistaken, but Trayvon Martin wasn't killed by a cop, was he?
No, just George.
So, yeah,
George Zimmerman.
Good old
George. Good old George. So they just threw him in the mix when they announced that, and that to me was like, okay, your script was written wrong, guys.
And Ferguson,
right,
the officer was acquitted.
Yeah,
by the lawyer and the autopsy guy for the family.
It's not even that they didn't get it right. Okay, the script writers, because LeBron James didn't want to sit up and say that. And the thing is, you got 4 billionaires. Telling the Black Lives Matter. Meanwhile, they're in their own world over there. They're not even us. They live in a whole fantasy world of sports and millionaires, and they're the ones standing up there preaching what they're saying.
States with gated communities.
Yeah, exactly. They don't have anything. They ride around in posse. They don't have to worry about anybody attacking them or even getting close to them if they don't want to. The whole message was bad, and it was ESPN not doing, trying to be more than what they are. Just you're gonna have the ESPYs, man. Just do it, do the sports thing, and leave it alone. You won't have guys like Mike turning you off.
I haven't watched ESPYs. It's
what I'm saying.
Yeah, but because it's becoming that.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
For the last couple of years,
you're 28 years old, right?
Yeah.
That's who they want watching this stuff.
And I have no interest in it.
Right. Exactly. Right. What they did is they made it political. They turned me off. I'm 53. He's 29, 28, 29,
20,
and you're 46, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
We're a good demographic
right,
here.
We span 3 decades at least, okay? And they want all of us right now. We're the guys they want watching the show, and they turned all 3 of us off. on that whole thing. So who are they trying to draw in? I don't know. They're trying to make controversy, I guess. I can't imagine what their MO was for doing what they did up there. To me, they took the comedy away from. They made it kind of like even the comedy stuff that I caught was like it wasn't comedy anymore. Like you said, the monologue that was it.
I like Cena though. Cena's good.
Who was it?
John Cena.
I missed that part. I must have been
He was
like
the
I said.
host.
It was
host.
Yeah.
That was John Cena.
John Cena.
For some linebacker.
Biggest one, but no.
How about your boy Brock Lesnar, man? He's got a little problem on his hand now.
He's fine.
He'll make the rule.
I mean, he really is fine. Nothing could affect him.
What do you mean nothing can affect him?
What, for doping?
Yeah.
What would it matter?
I don't know. Don't they have no rules?
He's not a champion. You can't strip him.
Right.
He's not a UFC fighter. He did a one-off. You can suspend me? Fine. All right.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. I don't know
I'm
that.
in WWE.
Yeah. Okay.
There's different rules in WWE.
I thought he was part of the UFC, no?
He had one-off fight. It wasn't.
Oh, he's no contract with
he
them.
he did not have a contract. He had like an agreement, like where, okay, if you do this and the next one will be worth this, and next one, but there's no like, he's not being stripped of anything.
Right. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
he's
was
just
part of the UFC. And
what was it supposedly? Asthma medication now?
I don't even know exactly what it was.
Look at that guy, man. He's like an animal. He's like, he ain't even real, man. He's like, he's like a cartoon character.
As somebody that grew up with asthma all my life, the stuff they give you is steroids.
See, that's the thing. It's like it doesn't affect him. Like WWE is they're hard against steroids. If it was steroids, yes, of course it would affect him. For all these little weird little Clopafol and Tonkazo, with all these little weird names, WWE doesn't care about that.
No.
What do they care? They're not the anti-doping agency. They're WWE.
Well, this isn't WWE.
Still do steroids.
This isn't WWE. Stuff.
That's on point. Is it
right.
his moneymaker is WWE?
No, he's in both.
He
yeah.
worked for both, but he has a yearly annual contract with WWE. That's where he makes his money from WWE. So as long as he's fine there, what the hell does he care?
Right.
You're not gonna let me fight again? Okay, I didn't fight for 5 years, and
I guess
I'm fine.
they try to make a story out of it or something out of it,
I mean, it's news because it's Brock Lesnar. The guy's a freak. Everyone's always assuming, oh, he's on roids, he's on roids, he's on roids. They, like I said, they do suspend people for steroids. They do it all the time. Guys, big names. Randy Orton has been suspended. He's one of the biggest names of all time. They don't. So Brock Lesnar, if he was on steroids, he wouldn't be here.
Right.
They're just jealous because they're jealous.
Haters.
A couple haters.
The haters, man. The haters. So.
And your girl wants back in.
Yeah, I don't know why, man. Get married, have babies, go on with your life.
Assuming you mean Rhonda?
Do movies,
Yeah.
I watched the fights last week. I don't know. Not as good as it was, when like I said, when the characters were there. These fights are basically just, my whole thing about the MMA fights, the octagon, all that stuff, it's just that the martial arts goes out the door. It's like just guys pounding away on each other. And they come in there and they say how many belts they have and that kind of stuff. And they get out there, they just elbow each other in the nose and the head. It's a total endurance type thing. It's the survival of the fittest in these rings. It's who can take the hardest punch and keep going.
What was I just saw. I mean, it was disturbing. The guy that got the knee to the head, that skull fracture.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't.
I saw that.
God.
I didn't click on that. I saw that. It occurred.
I saw the picture.
You couldn't pay me money to click on that.
Was he? He threw that knee, or he just to me, I wasn't sure he was throwing a knee, or that's just where he ended up with his knee up in the air and hit him in the head coming down. I didn't know if it was. I thought he was.
It just said knee to head.
I thought he was back. I thought he was backing out, and he had his knee back when he backed out. So I just thought I didn't know it was an actual. He says it was an actual. That was a move. That was a knee to the head, man.
I don't do broken bones. I don't do it.
There's nothing to see. It wasn't like
This is a dent in the head.
It was an actual dent.
That's the picture of the guy that has the dent in his head. That's the same guy that was getting hit. I saw the actual hit.
Yeah, I saw he had a skull fracture.
And it just looks.
I skimmed
it looks like
right past it,
right in his forehead. There, it goes.
Yeah,
that
was him. That was the same guy. I didn't know that. No, I thought it was some guy on Facebook, being goofy. He's walking around with a dent in his head.
Just goofing off again.
They put a dent in his head.
You get
with a skull fracture.
Listen, you get these pictures, these people on the book, man. You don't know where they come from. The guy's got holes in their faces and nose. You don't know what you see on that thing. See a guy with a dent in the head. Maybe he had surgery. It was cut out to make it look like that. You don't know. You see that kind of crap. But I didn't put the two together. Didn't look like the same guy in the ring, though. I guess he's all swollen now.
I guess so.
I'm a little swollen out because I got a crater in my head. Got a meteorite. Oh man, yeah, MMA. What are you gonna do with that stuff? biggest show now is right now going on in Cleveland. They got the Republican Party going. I was figuring that these politicians would brawl each other and end up in a fight over there, fist fights in the middle of the ring. That's what I'm hoping for in that convention. Get some chaos going on over there, because it's like the only sport in town right now. I mean, what else is brewing right now? It's tough. This has got to be the worst sports, in that All-Star game, which was atrocious, man. I couldn't even watch that. I was watching paint dry as usual. And I had to listen to Joe Buck. Oh, God. I mean, we were here when that went on. That started to go on. But, I mean, no, we were. That was Monday night. We were home run derby, yeah. But, we got the last we have to see that guy anymore. I didn't mind home run derby. John Carlos Stanton, that was
the strongest man ever.
Yeah, that was and he's not having a great season either, man.
No, he's not. Yeah. At one point, he was like 0 for 45 with like 35 strikeouts.
Yeah, he was jacking balls.
He was hitting under 200 at one point.
Yeah, he was on fire out there.
No one's debating the fact that he's strong.
Yeah,
this strong. Might be. Hopefully, he gets a reverse Abreu on this one.
You know what? That's and I'm on Miami tonight, man, because of that.
Well, you're losing right now.
Yeah, well, I'm on the run total.
Yeah,
so
you're losing.
I need 4.
They have 0.
What's that?
Miami, they have 0.
It's early though, man.
It's the 5th.
It's all right. In that stadium, that's the number 3 park in the country that you want to be if you're a home run hitter. For the most part. Yeah, I kind of jumped on that. I saw who's going Nolan. Yeah, well, he's been kind of weak lately. I figured, Miami's starting to, they're in the hunt, man. They're in the wild card hunt right now. They're no joke. Figured I'd jump on them. We'll get to that in the pick session later on, as the Dow Jones is changing this month. We're switching it up a little bit, So, anything else in sports, guys? It's kind of dead, man. It's a killer. Trying to listen to the radio today, and the other people talking about what we're talking about is food. We're going to talk about food too right now. I want to, we're going to get a little hot pepper thing going tonight. The chef here is going to tune us up to how to make long hots hotter. Okay, hotter. Right. Yeah. You gave me a recipe a couple years ago. I use it every weekend. Every weekend I make my long hots.
He's on this long hot kick, man.
Oh yeah, I go there. I had them runs. Literally. It's a natural. It's a natural laxative. Chef B's long hots are natural laxative.
Gee, thanks. Don't give me credit for that.
Hey, listen, it all ends up in the same place anyway. I don't care how good it is, for the most part. I cashed the key. I got Chef Long Hot here. Sports Goombahs. We will be back in a couple minutes. Avoid the hassle. Just call Castle Public Adjusters. Get the edge on your insurance company. 215-752-1237. That's 215-752-1237. Or check them out at castlepa.com. Don't settle for less. Get the maximum for your claim. Castle Public Adjusters. 215-752-1237.
Hey, yo, Cassie, what are you doing?
I got plumbing problems here. I can't get the water to go down the drain. What am I going to do?
Call Guaranteed Plumbing, 215-342-7200 for all your plumbing needs. Serving the Philadelphia area and the greater Delaware Valley.
What was that phone number again?
215-342-7200.
Oh, yeah, oh.
BZI Group Inc. for your individual and small group health insurance needs. BZI offers free, instant online insurance quotes and applications from major health insurance carriers. The BZI Group is dedicated to a no-nonsense approach to health insurance. They focus on giving you the insurance you need in a timely and cooperative manner. Whether you're looking for individual and family, group, seniors, life, or long-term coverage, BZI can help. For additional information or to speak with an insurance expert, call 1-800-431-4834 or email them at www.bzigroup.com.
When you need a good roof over your head, call Seal Roofing. They've been keeping folks warm and dry for many years now and are proud of their work. Seal Roofing and Contracting does it all, whether you need simple repairs before the next big rainy season or a whole new roof. Maybe you need new siding or windows. You can be certain that when you hire Seal Roofing, you're hiring the best. Available 7 days a week with 24-hour emergency service and free estimates. Call 215-533-4066. That's 215-533-4066 or visit sealroofing.net.
Sports Goombahs. Cashier King here with the Chef Pepper, Chef Long Pepper. Long Hot Pepper. Eat it up, baby, eat it up. Got the wall here, prepping the wall report. Coming up in a few minutes. Right now, this is the pick session. That's right. Cashie's back, man. We're back in brewing. All-Star games down the drain. Pick session is brought to you by BZI Group Insurance. Yeah, you just heard about him on a commercial. Well, oh, my man B's in. 1-800-431-4834. That's 1-800-431-4834. Or check him out at bzigroup.com. Got problems with that Obamacare, you give this guy a call. He'll explain everything. Get you situated for sure. All right, pick session. Sub-session. We didn't have a whole lot going on this week. 2-2. You know, rode my Cleveland Indians a little bit this week, up and down with them. Side totals were good, but the game totals hurt me a little bit. Only lost a couple points, no big deal. Coming off the All-Star game, just a couple of plays. The Dow Jones is changing. We're going to have to move off Cleveland a little bit. They got some tough games coming up. I don't like the idea. You know me, I like big sticks and small parks. So I'm looking back towards my boys at Toronto. And tomorrow, Toronto's stepping into Arizona, which is like the number 3 place to be if you hit home runs in the major leagues. So I like Toronto tomorrow. I like the side total. Not sure what that's going to be, 4.5, maybe a 5, probably a 5, and the game total is going to be 9. So I like Toronto in that game. And then Baltimore and the Yankees. I like Baltimore to go over to 5.5 tomorrow. Not sure about the game total on that one. I think it was a 9.5. I didn't like that hook on that one. I do like Baltimore in the 4.5. You know what? I'm going to go on the total there too. Take them both, 4.5 and the game total. Take the 9.5 on that one. I'd like to see that drop a point. Drop the hook on that one. Maybe not. We'll see. Depends how tonight's game goes, I guess. That's 2 games I got for tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to be looking at Toronto here for the next couple weeks. You know, their schedule is nice to what their bats do, and I think that there's going to be a lot of runs being scored by the Blue Jays in the next 7 to 10 games. Follow me at thesportsgoombahs.com or sgshow.net. Cashie's Corner for all the plays every day. Sometimes they change. These 2 tomorrow ain't changing. They're good. They're good to go. Tonight we put out a couple plays. We have Miami on the side total in Philadelphia. Might be a mistake. I don't know. We got a couple innings to go there. And also, we do have the over in the New York Yankee-Baltimore game running too as well tonight. That's my picks. That's what I got this week. Mikey, anything rocking with you?
Yeah, I did. I picked the All-Star game because you were scared to last week.
I'm scared, yeah.
And I won.
Okay.
I told you, AL. Let's go with the AL. Why not?
Got nothing to do with fear.
No, all do with you. You just knew I was going to pick the winner, so you stayed away.
That's right. Why
step on my toes?
No
so, yeah, I got the winner last week with the All-Star game. I do have a game tomorrow night, MLB. It is the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Looked at that one.
They are at home against Milwaukee, only minus 125, and they're much better than Milwaukee, and they're home. So
yeah, doesn't that bother you?
No, I don't.
I mean,
I've always told you I will never be one of those guys who's gonna be like, oh, it's just too obvious. It's just too obvious. Now, don't get me wrong. When I used to do this, actually, would bet 9 times out of 10 I'd lose those games because it was too obvious and it was wrong. But you know what? I'm confident. I've been doing it, and it's been working recently.
Yeah,
so
those numbers aren't there for nothing. I know that. That's for sure.
So I'm going with Pittsburgh.
All right, good deals. Yeah, Pittsburgh tomorrow. That's our picks. All right. Get the score on that Miami Phillies game right now. And
It was 1-0. Hold on.
Let's hit 1-0. Could use a Yankee score too there. Help the crew out a little bit tonight.
1-0, bottom 6. You had a lock.
What, the Yankee game too?
No, for the Phillies. I'm
out of luck, man. Come on.
2-hitter.
2-hitter. One day he's going to come back and have a good game. Yeah.
2-1, bottom 4 in the Yankees.
That's not bad. We got a chance there. Yeah. after the humidity and all in both towns would have been nice. All the rain and
Not
everything.
that humid outside right now.
Is it now? No.
No, it dropped like 18 degrees
That's
after.
killer.
Rain.
That's killer for me. I need that humidity. And that ball hanging up there in the sky for a little bit. Traveling, cutting through the clouds.
Balls hanging in the sky. You're fascinated with long hots. You're freaking me out tonight, man.
Well, go easy here. You want a doggy biscuit?
Nah, that's all right. Making me nervous.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the nerves. As long as they show up on Monday nights, you're all good. Every week we go to the chef. Last time we were here, we talked about some cheesesteaks, and this week the long hot peppers. I'm into long hot peppers. I make them. I enjoy them. I give them out to my neighbors, and I share them. And everybody they come to my house. They ask me about my long hot peppers. And I say, where did I get the recipe out? Chef to the left. One day I came to you a couple years ago. I said, B, I love long hot peppers. I like the ones I get at the sandwich shops and things like that. But I like to make them myself because I like to put hot peppers on everything. I do it. I put it on everything, even in my cereal. Put a little hot peppers in there, Chop them up. Love it. I love hot food. That's the way I am. Some people walk around with hot sauce. I walk around with hot peppers. That's the way it goes. Anyway, what makes the peppers, everybody can make long hots. Anybody can make hot pepper. What makes it so it's digestible? Like sometimes I make them and I'm crying my eyes out, man. Someone's hospital words. Something I do wrong.
It all depends on the pepper. Right. The pepper, the more ripe they are, the more hot they're going to get. If you want to cool it down, you clean them. That's one trick.
Take the seed out, right?
Take the seed and the ribs out. Just cut them in half. Take out the ribs on it, and the rib, I mean the little white, white little things in there with the seeds. That's one. That's one way.
Do you slice them open when you put them in?
No, I just roast them whole.
Right in there.
Now, if they got a little bit of red on them, they're going to be a little bit hotter. Some of them get the little flecks of red. The riper they are, the hotter they get. That, and there's people that argue back and forth about how hot they will get, or the riper, the hotter, that kind of stuff. But the bottom line is, look, if it's called a hot pepper, it's going to be hot. Right. Now the degrees. Now what I told you to cook it with, you put a little olive oil, put them in a bowl, put some olive oil on them.
Afterward, right? I put them in first, then I drizzle the olive oil on top.
Yeah, and then you toss them with all the seasonings, garlic powder, granulated garlic, a little onion powder. The most underutilized spice in the kitchen, I think. Paprika, or if you want a
little minced onion on there too. Yeah, minced onion gets a little flavor. I throw a little sugar on it.
And you can.
Yeah, it's to help it a little bit,
You can, and cayenne pepper, and if you want it hotter,
the cayenne pepper
chili powder.
That's cheating, though. If you're going to cayenne pepper, you're making it already putting artificial hot in there, right?
Yeah. You said, how do I get it hotter?
Well, no, I was thinking a way of cooking it instead of putting stuff in. Like what I've done lately is put roasted peppers in with it. There's
you can do that.
Jar roasted peppers,
cut it down, or just put in a couple of Cubanelles, or what do you call it? The other ones. Wax peppers or whatever. They're not as hot. They'll cool it down. They'll take some of the heat away from the other ones.
Pickle juice. Just a little pickle juice on it.
That's good in case you burn yourself.
Right.
I'm telling you, you burn yourself. That you want a trick in the kitchen. Nobody believed me. They all thought I was
pickle
crazy.
Juice, right.
But you won't even get a scar. Put a pickle on it.
Yep.
Soak in a little pickle juice. And wrap it up with a pickle in it. It'll take out the burn.
You paying attention, man?
Take out the burn and it won't hurt.
I don't cook these things.
No scars.
You might have to cook for your wife one day.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen, right? Yeah. I mean, the joy is when someone comes over and you get a piece of you get a nice piece of bread. You put the peppers in. You're watching me. Your wife will start to cry at the table. You know what I mean?
You think it's funny.
Yeah,
you love it.
Yeah, look at you. You can't handle it, can you? How do you handle it? I don't know. You have a glass of milk. Wash that down real quick.
Yeah, any dairy product.
I love people with water. Constantly the water is making it worse and worse and worse.
You want with cola. Cola works too.
Yeah. Does it?
Yeah.
What, Coke? Coca-Cola? Yeah.
Yeah, Coca-Cola. That's why you see, like in all those Latin countries, they'll have a Coke with dinner. They won't have the dairy because the dairy,
Must be that sulfuric acid.
It's something in it. It's something in it. I don't know what it is.
Eats away at the pepper itself. One thing killing the other. Well, I appreciate that, Chef. And every week, if you want to find out, if you can email us, Twitter us, or whatever, go on Facebook. If you want to inbox you.
Yeah, I'm always tweeting out or Instagram and stuff.
Yep.
From food from my house and from Steam Pub. If you want to, you come in there.
Next week we're going to do chicken wings. Okay, barbecue chicken wings. Hot barbecue chicken wings.
Of course. With hot peppers on them.
No hot peppers. I've had your barbecue wings before. Actually, I had the sweet ones. You had the barbecue sauce.
I had both.
Yeah. He ain't the chef to the left for nothing. Might be to the left, but he's he's definitely the chef.
not to the left.
Are you gonna get political now? Is that what you mean?
No, I don't want to say nothing.
Yeah, I got you.
Until
Loud and
it's
clear.
said.
Yeah, you still Donald Trumping? You still.
Have you seen the alternative? Of course I am.
Well, I don't know what the alternative. I saw his vice president pick. Man, I don't know. I'm not going to do the 100 pence jokes.
I was going to say, is there a bad 100 pence?
It's the worst joke, and you beat it into the ground.
I didn't beat what? Where? I said it once on Facebook. One time. That's it.
And a text message, and I'm sure you tweeted it.
No, I didn't. I didn't tweet. I just text messaged you guys to get the laugh at it. It wasn't
There's not going to get a laugh.
It's got the same value.
I'll tell you, in the picture he used, it looks like Hunter Pence was like guest starring as Rick on The Walking Dead. He's got this beard out there, his sweat all down. I'm like, what the hell? It's a homeless Hunter Pence.
That Donald Trump look to it. You know what I mean? Like, what? So, are you okay with the vice president pick? Anything about him or anything like that? He's conservative.
I
don't even think he was the pick. I think they messed that up. I had to take him because
I think he did it because he wanted to calm the waters, and he's a conservative guy. He's traditional, and he's going to appease the mass amounts of people that were on the fence. And if that gets him 80% of the Republican Party, or the unite, then that's even better for them.
I feel that by the time he's supposed to be there tonight, after his wife speaks, I don't know, it'll be interesting. I feel that this convention will be his doom. Something's going to be crazy here.
Hey, try to get him out this morning. I don't know if you saw that.
Get him out where?
They tried to call for a vote, and
yeah, I saw that. I know they threw Colbert out this morning. He was trying to do his skit for late night TV.
Oh.
And he went up onto the gavel. He grabbed the gavel, dressed up, and someone started hitting him, and they had to throw him out.
Yeah, somebody from the Hunger Games, I think it was. Right?
Yeah. It was nuts.
But what they were trying to do is to vote. To call for a vote, and have Cruz go up there, and they knew he wasn't going to win and all that, but to set Cruz up for 2020. I mean, it's 2020.
Cruz won't be around 2020.
I mean, come
in
on,
politics.
Get this. Yeah. I mean, and it's the worst. It's the stupidest thing they could have done, because look at it. All right, look at all the people, and he won by a huge number, Trump. So you're going to take all those people that are ready to vote in that election and tell them that their vote now, we want you to vote for the Republican, but not this one. We're going to take your vote away. We're going to not make it count, and we're going to put in a guy we think is better. You just then why should you even vote for them to begin with? And that was the stupidity of it.
Where did they get Scott Baio from? He's the speaker. He's the big name speaker. I'm thinking, where did he come from?
Oh, he's one of them.
He's one of them. He's the most popular one of them all. He's the only one I know. As far as
a lot of the other ones are political people.
Yeah, but that's what you come out with. I mean, I didn't think he was even relevant in this world anymore. I
don't know.
You know who he is?
I know who he is.
Yeah,
he's involved.
You weren't even alive when they were on, were you? Yeah, in the Happy Days? Yeah, 70s.
No, was that in the 70s?
Happy Days was 70s, wasn't it?
70s to 84.
Yeah.
Oh, but he was relevant into the 90s.
What did he do in the 90s?
Charles in Charge, baby.
That was Charles in the 90s?
Yeah.
I thought it was right after Happy Days. No,
it was
Charles in Charge.
Charles in Charge, right?
I thought it was Joni Love Chachi.
Joni Love Chachi was somebody else. Charles in Charge was him and Willie Ames.
Yeah, you're way wrong on that.
Well, I don't know.
Charles in Charge.
Charles in Charge. Joni Love Chachi came on like a year or two after Happy Days ended, or whatever, and then 8 years later, Charles in Charge came on.
Charles in Charge. I don't remember that one. I must have been on the street by then.
You know who I'm talking about when I say Willie Ames, right? Willie Ames, the kid from Eight is Enough.
Oh yeah.
Remember, they were co-hosts for a lot of movies together. What was it? Zapped? Was that the movie with him?
I don't know too much about him after him being, the Fonz's nephew. That's about all I know about him.
Wow.
Yeah, there it is.
Remember? He's the one that burned Arnold's down.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And you're gonna trust him on your Republican convention here?
I can imagine what he has to say. For the most
part.
Well,
apparently, I think he's pretty active in California politics.
Is he good? Yeah, I haven't heard the name until a couple of days ago.
Well, and then he was. Oh man, there was something. You remember when it was really popular for all the? I guess it was the early 2000s for all old stars to have their own TV show.
What, the Brady Bunch crew?
No,
on VH1.
VH1, yeah, like Brett Michaels, Rock of Love.
He didn't have a it wasn't like a,
Who
a
was
love
that?
show, but he had
Like Leaf Garrett, whatever his name is.
And then what was his name? Peter Brady, the guy that played Peter Brady, was on there.
Yeah.
He had one too. And Scott Baio had one where he was going to get married, or he wasn't going to get married, or something like that too.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
it was like
I actually know he's exactly right. He had a show like that.
Yeah.
I think it's called.
I forget but that's where this generation would know him from. Oh, he was some child actor. And then there was another. It was pretty popular. VH1 was cranking out some like crazy reality shows. And then that's where Dr.
It was
Drew's
called Scott Baio was 45 and single.
Yeah.
That's what the show is called.
And what was it? Rocco? Who was Dr. Drew? Right? He had all the celebrity rehabs.
Yeah,
or something like that. And that was so they had the lineup, man. You got to watch, so Brett Michaels try to bang young girls, and then you had Rock of Love, see them how they ended up, like all these other whatever, the rehab people, and then you got to see Scott Baio try to figure out what the hell's wrong with him.
what was he drugged?
That was one hell of.
Was he rehab?
It was a good time.
I don't know if it was. I don't know if he was into drugs. He was just.
Nah, he was just single.
He just I
think he was divorced. I think he's a kid.
Yeah, he might. Yeah, I'm not even sure now.
I always got him confused.
There was a second season, by the way, of that show. It was called Scott Baio was 46 and pregnant, by the way.
Oh my God, really?
That's serious. That was a real show.
I used to get him confused.
You know who was an executive producer on that show? Eric Bischoff.
Oh,
Get the hell out,
wrestling
really?
guy.
Yeah, he was an executive producer of that show.
Eric Bischoff.
He had his hand in a lot of stuff, especially, remember, like he was a programming director before he was anything.
Because he partnered up with the older brother from the Wonder Years, Jason Hervey. Oh, really? The older brother from the Wonder Years.
I remember
those two partnered up and they had their own production company. I didn't know they produced Scott Baio's show, but they did. That was their show.
Got full uses knowledge.
Yeah.
I thought I was good.
I used to get him confused with the other guy. Who was the other guy? Never got married either. Was with
the redhead guy?
Nah, same black hair. You see all the girls. What's his name? He had the show with the family. The three guys lived together and they had the kid.
Steve Guttenberg?
No.
Three men and a baby?
Close to it, but it had the twins. Those Olsen twin
Barrett,
girls.
Full House?
John Stamos. Oh, he's
how
married.
How dare you?
What do you mean? What?
How dare you?
What?
Compare Scott Baio to
I'm just saying, look, Dave. No, look. I mean,
he was married to Rebecca Romaine for a while.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Now,
wait.
What's his name? What's his name? Sliders guy.
Jerry O'Connell.
Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah.
I love. He's so funny. Remember that was it MTV show, The Apartment?
I don't know.
What his cockroaches came to life?
The most I've seen him do was the Stern Show. That's it. That's the only time I ever
heard
about him.
You're following up on your John Stamos.
Okay, well, tell me about it. What is he doing?
He's got a show on like ABC right now as we speak.
Does he really? Yeah.
Fox or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. We don't know the name of it though, right? Must not be that good.
It's called like not the Grinder or some one of those.
The Uncle or
something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. But he's
clearly doing more than Scott Baio is.
I didn't say that they didn't do the same. One was better than the other. Just back in the day, they were. They
reminded you of each other.
Two dudes, they were always
the same kind of dude.
Same kind,
not the same two dudes.
You know what I'm saying? They had the same long hair and the same,
Grandfathered, by the way, is the name of the show.
Grandfather.
Grandfather.
Look that up. You didn't know that.
I don't watch it.
It's on Fox though, right?
It's on Fox.
Yeah, no, so you got the. Come on, you got the network right. You got to give them credit. I mean, that's the hardest part. I couldn't tell you what's on ABC or whatever.
Yeah, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. time slot.
Netflix. All the good stuff's on Netflix anywhere. Anyway.
Listen, there's only one thing Mike's good at.
Take offense to that.
Skinny Mike there now.
Now the Wall Report.
Give it to him.
Back after a hiatus. What's up?
I got to give you props, man. You're down 30 something pounds?
35 pounds.
35 pounds. Looking good.
Doing my thing. I can actually wear this shirt now. I bought this shirt as an XL, and it was like Under Armour when I first bought it. I'm like, this must have been like a European XL. But anyway, it's time for the Wall Report, and kind of piggyback on things you mentioned with Brock Lesnar being flagged for possible doping. But 2 UFC 200 stories, basically. The whole thing, obviously with Lesnar being popped for possible doping, blah, 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 blah. But I think the funniest part is his opponent was Mark Hunt, some journeyman. like 500 ads. He's like
Destroyed him.
he's like 13-10. Like he's a complete nobody. He's now making threats to UFC. He says, "You will give me Lesnar's $2.5 million purse, or you can release me immediately." I'm pretty sure they're just gonna go, "All right, see you, Mark Hunt."
Yeah.
That's he's pissed. He said, you know, he had to cheat to beat me type thing. Like, shut up.
Cheat to beat him.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, first of all, yeah, literally, it would be like Kyle Kendrick being like, "Look, you better give me $15 million a year, or you better cut me right now." They're like, "All right, see you, Kyle." And that's the Mark Hunt of UFC. And also, John Jones actually came out with finally what he was actually what he tested positive for. It's clomiphene and letrozole. Okay, so I mean, if you wonder what they were, they're both of them are anti-estrogen pills. I don't know why he was so afraid of estrogen getting into his body, but that's what it was.
Who?
It wasn't
Lesnar?
No, John Jones.
Oh, John Jones. Oh,
so that's what it was. It wasn't crack cocaine.
because you know why?
Like I think a week ago, I expect. Yeah, I think I said it was crack cocaine.
Yeah, it makes you produce more
Hormones.
Hormones, yeah.
That's buffer,
why
I guess. I don't know. You said there was no NFL news, but there was a little bit of NFL news that came out. I don't know if you heard about the microchip balls coming out. Cash, you like this or no?
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah. So
I like them with my long nuts.
they're going to be using
microchip balls. I said they should throw one in a football years ago.
They're going to be using microchip balls during the preseason and also Thursday Night Football. The main reason of it is to track how easily field goals are being made. That's what it's for. It's not to determine where things are on the field, like if it cross planes or anything like that. Apparently,
Wait a minute. How easy field goals are made?
The NFL, Dean Blandino, I've heard his name before. He's the guy
Hangs out with the Cowboys.
he is very upset at how easily field goals are being made. Since 2013, it's been 85% conversion rate. It's too high.
Conversion, 2-point conversion, or are they talking about for the
field goals? Field goals are too easy. They want to make them harder. So they want to see how easily they're making them with this chip ball. Then they're gonna tighten the posts.
Okay. Visually, they can't. They have to put a chip in there, or that's just for data, I guess.
It's for data.
Just for data.
What chip would it do?
Well,
for visuals.
Right. So
for data. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying you put a chip in so that they'll mark each chip will be marked up by who's kicking what, when, and how. So they won't have to keep track of it.
I don't think it matters.
So what the chip inside the ball is going to make a difference to how they know how easy a kick is made.
I guess to see
it'll record data, impact, stuff like that. Yeah.
So the fact that our kickers are very good are pissing the NFL off.
That's what I said. I don't.
They took away the kickoff because they kick them too deep.
So that's what you want your product to be. You want more misses.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine baseball doing that? The guys are making too much contact this year.
Yeah, home runs are too. Now
you got to tone it down. Make a smaller ball, maybe. Thinner bat.
Yeah, test the kickers. Maybe the kicker. They're this last guy to check.
Maybe it's because kicking the football is easy, and it's just they're training better. Before kickers were they're just kickers. Now it's like you trained since you were like 7 to be a kicker.
That's it. We got to go out to the field and get this done. We got to start kicking field goals. If they're putting chips in.
If I can make it, then they should probably make it smaller.
I mean, the NFL just doesn't stop. They just can't play the game. Every year they start picking stuff apart. What is the rule changes? To waste the money on the chip. Waste
smart balls now.
Smart balls.
Yeah.
But are those just for balls that are being kicked, or that chip's going to be in the ball the whole game?
I believe it's going to be in the ball the whole game.
Okay, so now it's just a matter of time before the end line and the ball are connected to wherever that ball goes on the line. It should be. It might as well be. Why waste time on
instant
replay? Put one on each pylon or on the line itself. And hey, chip, did that cross? Did it touch? Yeah, touch.
You know what you do? You put 2 chips in each kneecap and 1 in the ball. So if the kneecap touches the ground before the ball goes over, it's not a touchdown. What I'm saying, Mike. It's coming down to that. To the point. It's going to be. They should have put the chip in a long time ago, or at least a beam going across the end line. It's such an easy thing to do. To put a laser across from one side to the other. It's like you do it from.
That wouldn't do anything.
What? Matching up with the ball. I mean, if you're gonna have a chip in the ball and you have a laser going across, you can tell when the ball crosses the plane. Right?
No, because if it's a pile up, then the laser's gonna be intercepted by grown men on either side. It's not gonna go straight.
It'll be Wi-Fi like.
Yeah, Wi-Fi.
It'll be GPS.
Oh, Wi-Fi GPS laser.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
In fact, the ball
lasers.
GPS.
Welcome to the NFL.
I'll tell you what, be like Madden. You can just set the ball up where you want it. Well, it's coming down to that. If any way you look at it, they're gonna start putting chips in the ball. It's only a matter of time before everybody's got a chip in their head. It's out of control. Whole game's. It's not to get off the subject, but like I talked about this before. I know you hear one time when you weren't here about how all sports is becoming wimpified. I'm talking.
Yeah, obviously we talked about that for a while.
Yeah, and it's getting worse, man, to the point to where even in baseball, it's almost ridiculous now. You can't even, if you even come close to throwing a pitch towards a guy, or you lose a pitch, or even look like you went for his head because of a mistake, the umpires are out there right away, man. That's it. And you can't make any mistakes even in baseball anymore. It's ridiculous. It's like the athlete does not have to be a tough guy anymore. Forget about it. You just got to be. You got to be an athlete. You got to be, you got to be skill set, and that's it. As far as being a tough guy in sport doesn't make no difference anymore. You don't really have to be. There's in any sports, even hockey's starting to dumb it down, man. I'm telling you right now, dude. This is the last year you'll see any kind of fight in the NHL. It's gone. Well, go back. I'm sorry. I'm getting on a tangent here on that.
Do your thing.
I forgot to bring that up tonight, man.
ESPN is a new 30 for 30, chronologizing it called Doc and Daryl. I think is what it's actually called. It's the new about Daryl Strawberry and Doc Gooden.
Oh, yeah.
So promoting it, Daryl was asked something along the lines of, "Have you ever, were you ever intimate in a ballpark? AKA, did you ever bang in a park?" He says, "Not only did I do that, I did it middle of a game before." I don't know how he possibly pulled that off. I mean,
Strawberry.
But I'm saying,
Strawberry.
He had to be. I would assume he had to be benched that day. You can't just pull it off mid-inning.
Yeah, I got to take a pee, man.
Who's just waiting back there?
Whoever he paid.
You're right. It was the 80s.
Right.
No security.
They didn't have to ask these guys.
No.
Stan Dykstra would have told them everything. He was part of that action for a while.
A man attempted to extinguish, or what's what I'm looking for, extinguish the Olympic torch. I don't know if you saw that video. He was going through Joinville, Brazil, lovely town. Sure it was. The ceremonial running of the torch. Some man with a fire extinguisher jumped the guardrail. He made contact with the flame. Couldn't get it though. Can't kill the Olympic torch. I mean, the athletes aren't showing up, but at least the torch is there. The NCAA is going to move the college football playoff semifinals from New Year's Eve to a different date after just legendarily awful ratings. There was actually, I think they said it was the second worst bowl ratings ever actually this year, where ESPN took a loss of $20 million. And we all know ESPN is losing a buck. They changed it, so it's not going to be New Year's Eve anymore. They try to make like a yearly tradition, like, oh, watch New Year's Eve semifinals, and with but no, nobody wants to do that. I only watched it because Clemson was playing. November 12th basketball game, Duke versus Albany. It's not happening anymore. It's canceled. After the SUNY, which is a state university of New York, the Sunny system, banned all non-essential public-funded travel to the state of North Carolina due to their LGBT laws. So now college sports are now being canceled because you can't play North Carolina anymore. People hate North Carolina. New York hates North Carolina. At least.
So enough already.
Yeah, I know you like that one.
What's wrong with everybody?
Speaking of your boy Trump, he released the list of his Republican National Convention speakers, and your boy Tim Tebow was there. It was like a perfect storm for you.
He backed out.
He didn't back out. Tebow said, "I've never heard of this." No, I have nothing to do with this. Tebow said, "I know."
That's not what I heard. I heard that he backed out.
This is what apparently Tebow put a video out to, like, whoa, like, I didn't agree to this.
Yeah.
I'm not going
I don't see how him and Trump come together at all.
I'm not going to be there. So it's going swimmingly for both of them. I could tell.
Let me tell you something. Thumbs up for Tebow for not jumping on that media hype that he could have been doing some of his talking on that one. But he knows a bad seat when he gets to one.
Yeah, it's a bad one.
Yep.
Draymond Green was arrested for assaulting Michigan State cornerback Jermaine Edmondson. Apparently, they were at a bar. It was like a Friday night. Edmondson apparently just bumped into Draymond. Edmondson
was another player. I didn't hear that.
I looked it up. Yeah, it was a football player. I looked it up. Edmondson's like 6'180". Draymond's what,
punch down
6'8", 260. And he bumped into him, and apparently Draymond said, this is what reports were. Draymond asked him, "Do you know who I am?" And he's like, "No, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are." And he chokes him, grabs him up and chokes him. But that was it. That was the end of the altercation. So apparently the next night they saw each other again. Draymond walks right up to him with cops present, and basically punches him in the face. He said it was a slap. They said it was the hardest slap you ever heard. Obviously cops were there and saw it and arrested Draymond Green. So he just seems like a douche, doesn't he?
Yeah, isn't he the ball kicker?
He's like he's the bad boy of the Warriors, but
right.
Just off the so apparently he is a douche off the court as well.
Yeah.
Anytime you drop the "Do you know who I am?" First of all, if you're 6'8" in a bar, like, people are always going to assume you're like a basketball player, right? Like, you should have to ask. Do you know who I am? I assume. Yeah, I guess you play something.
I feel bad for the football player,
taller than me. Yeah, not
You should have nutted him.
Not too many 6 foot, 185 pound guys are dwarfed by
Right.
another human being and getting gripped up. The NBA is trying to get rid of. Speaking of the NBA, they're trying to get rid of the hack-a-shack. I don't know if you saw that they changed that rule a little bit. What it currently is just the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter and overtime. All not off the ball fouls were one free throw and the ball. Now they extended it. Now it's you get it. Now it's the last 2 minutes of all quarters.
Like
of all quarters.
I don't like when they change end of game rules, man.
That rule is already in place. They extended it to be not just the last 2 minutes of the fourth and overtime, but now it's also the third, the second, and the first.
You can't hack a shack.
You cannot. Well, yeah, you can't, because now it's what it's going to be is they got a free throw and the ball back, so there's no reason to do it. And they also made it so that it's all pre-inbound plays, so you can't foul before the play actually starts like people used to be doing. So I guess at least they're trying. I mean, it's just a thing because you can't ever say like you tried to foul him. Like, well, no, I really didn't. Like, there's no rule. Like, it's a judgment call.
Be stupid too.
Speaking of your boy Angelo Correll that you mentioned with his Instagram thing, so Stephen Loomis, who is the president of the Cleveland Police Association, he threatened to pull all cops. He said, "We're not gonna patrol your games anymore unless you donate to the Dallas PD families who were murdered." That and the picture was. It wasn't even like it was like subtly.
No, it was
just graphic.
It was cartoon graphic.
It was graphic. Yeah, he said it was like an Al-Qaeda all black. Just digging a knife into the guy's throat.
Any other time you make that kind of threat, you get they come get you, right? If I do that on the air right now,
he didn't say I'm going to do this to people.
He just showed a picture of himself doing it.
There wasn't a quote on it or anything like that. It was just the Black Lives Matter type thing.
He said my mood right now. At no point if you don't say I'm about to go do this, it's not considered a threat, I guess. And
then when something happens, you're going to expect everybody to come rush into the house to help them out, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I told you guys my theory over here. Make cops optional. Make their assistance optional, where you need to pay a yearly fee to have cops at your disposal. If you hate them, if you hate them that much, then you say no. I'm not paying for your service. But then when your house is getting broken into and you call 911 and they pull up, he's not opted in. But sorry, sir.
There's different. Were you on just misdemeanors or are you thinking on homicides too? There's a category.
You need to opt in. And I'm not making it $1,000 a year. $20. $20 a year. Opt in.
Well, 20. Well,
but if thousands of people are doing it, that's a lot of money to the community or to whoever it goes to.
That's not a bad idea. Well, they call me on the phone all the time for this during the day.
I think it's a great idea.
It's a great idea.
I think it's a great idea, but the problem is this: that money will never go where it's supposed to. Look at the soda tax in Philly.
I don't.
Look at the soda tax in Philly. $53 million got skimmed off somehow.
Yeah, but I don't care where it goes.
Where'd it go?
Exactly.
You could take.
Didn't go to the schools like it's supposed to.
Wait, it just started though.
Yeah, I know, but the 53 or what their projected thing, 53 million is going somewhere else, not to the schools. Remember, you were told it was all about the schools, all that stuff. I don't trust the people in charge to do it. That's the problem.
Soda tax. They're helping everybody else with the soda tax.
Yeah, but I don't care if you get the $20
that stuff anyway.
Get the $20 and burn it.
I'm saying.
I don't care what you do with it. Just burn it. At least I want you to prove I hate cops so much. I'm opting out. I cannot call you anymore. Right. That's what I want. Yeah. Prove it.
I like it. I love it. I don't like it. I love it.
Thank you. And finally, I mean, we talked about the All-Star game quickly, but the pregame, the Canadian national anthem, or the Canadian tenor, the tenors, the Canadian group, some guy went rogue in the middle of the song and starts singing about all lives matter. And you can tell that he didn't give any of his buddies a heads up. Because they start looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing?
That was like George Bush doing the dance in the funeral. You see him dancing you didn't see that one?
I did not look at George Bush.
I did see it, and I know a lot of like the Baptist and Southern people, they dance and sing while they're singing, even at funerals and stuff like that. So did I find it offensive? No, I didn't, because I know.
Because you're not a pussy and you don't get offended by someone dancing. That's why.
Yeah. I didn't think it was inappropriate either.
It just was awkward, the whole thing. Everybody else.
Did you hear Obama's speech? And you didn't think that was awkward at a funeral?
Listen, I heard a lot of speeches by a lot of people. George Bush got all these accolades for his speech. Meanwhile, he read it. It wasn't even him. He was reading every minute of that thing. Someone wrote that for him.
Somebody writes Obama's
I know.
Stuff
That's what I'm saying. You're saying Obama's speech. He didn't write that speech, and Bush didn't write his either. He's reading every minute of that thing. His eyes are down. Even his comments, as usual, like when he was president, he didn't know how to put his punctuation in right. So it always sounded like he was reading anything anyway. That's all bullshit. All those speeches and stuff don't mean nothing. It's just like saying everybody.
But you approve it before you say it.
Yeah, okay. They spend a half hour approving. Oh, yeah, that sounds good, But
But you're the one. You see, at some point, you take credit because you're the one saying it. either you agree with what you're saying or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
all these presidents and people, speech writers, they all say, yeah, you're going to agree with this. And it's,
oh, is this what you want? Does this look good? That's what you're paid to do as a speechwriter. You know what I mean? I mean, come on.
They don't have a whole lot of time to prep that thing. You know what I mean? You're banging it out in one day and that kind of stuff. So you have a lot of guys writing a lot of things. And, meanwhile, he's, as a president, he's got the pressure of everything that's going on around him right now about what to make a face be. He is the president. Whether you like him or not, he has stuff that has to be done, man. He's not just worried about the police getting shot in the streets and other countries and stuff. There's stuff going on all over the place to sit there and study a speech thing. That's why you have speechwriters. And sometimes you say, okay, sounds good. Put it up there. Let's roll with it. They had to drag George Bush out of wherever cave he was in and put him out there.
It happened in Texas. It happened in his own state.
It's not his state.
He used to be governor there, didn't he?
Yeah, whatever. He's a tenant now. Please, don't get me started on George Bush, because we're like we are because of George Bush. Thank you.
Yeah, that was Bush. Okay.
Yeah, look in the mirror, man. Look in the mirror,
that
George.
That was Bush. That was all Bush.
Yeah, Iraq. The reason we're like this because Iraq put us the way we are. The way the mood is of this country is because of that stinking war and what happened after 9/11. Go back on it, B, and look it up. All the bullshit went on there.
Why did 9/11 happen?
Why did 9/11 happen?
Okay.
What do you mean why did 9/11 happen? I'm just saying afterwards. Okay, what went on in this country? We fought 2 wars that crippled this country to this day. Things are like they are now because of those 2 stinking wars. Fought for nothing, and we got nothing out of them but dead soldiers. Dead soldiers, all we got out of Iraq war, right? What else did we get out of that?
We didn't get nothing out of that.
Afghanistan, what did we get out of it?
Nothing.
Okay, we got dead soldiers. That's all we got. What George Bush did in 8 years.
Too early. We left. It wasn't stabilized.
Right.
It wasn't stabilized.
We've never been there. What do you stabilize something you never done? In 8 years, real quick.
What would you do? All right. What would you do if somebody did that to 9/11? Who would you take out?
I would have gone to Afghanistan and taken out Al Qaeda. I don't know why we bothered with Iraq.
Taliban and all that. We did do that, but we just never set anything up stable in place.
Come on,
what else would you do?
Dude, they took out Iraq because he had a target. That was his target. He needed a target to get, and he got it. And now look what you got. You have another target there. You have to go back there and clean shit up again.
We should never have left. Though.
Never been there.
If
you don't fight wars on being fought, George Bush changed the world. That whole crew changed the world forever. What they did afterwards, the way they reacted on it. 8 years of nothing. Dead soldiers, right? What did George Bush do in 8 years? Tell me. I'll listen to you. Yeah. You can't bounce it off your head. Nothing. Okay.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Well, I'm saying.
And what did Obama do in 8 years?
I'm not saying. I didn't vote for Obama.
Nothing.
Well, once I did. The other time I did. But the bottom line is, what Obama?
Nobody's done nothing as president.
Listen, you can say, I'm not an Obama fan, but don't tell me he hasn't done anything. Okay, maybe we're not as safe as we should be because of some of the things he did. There's other stuff he did. At least he can say that he did something, whether it's healthcare, good or bad for you. Some people love it, some people don't. Okay,
I don't know anybody that loves it. Ask BZI.
Gasoline is down. Okay, never went up. Like George Bush said, we'd be paying $5 a gallon by this time. It never happened. Whatever reason, it hasn't happened. In fact, it's going down even more. It keeps going down.
Because we're kissing the ass of them.
Whatever it be, I'm just saying, whatever it is. Money value, Dow Jones is way up there. If this was Republicans, which I'm a Republican, by the way, okay, if this Republican crew, they'd be all toasted. The Dow Jones being 13, gas being that, yeah, we did it all. That's what they would be saying. But since they didn't do it, they have nothing to say right now. Okay? So the bottom line is, when someone tells me what Bush did in 8 years, other than dead soldiers, I'll listen. But no one can tell me anything. Not one thing. You make it safer? That's all I'm asking. I'm guilty of voting for him. Guilty as everybody else. How you like that, Mike? That was a rant, right? That was like the beef. I haven't beefed like that in a while.
Yeah,
Where are we? You finished?
I'm done. Yeah.
I got B silence, man. You can't go and answer.
I don't want to go off on a rant because I don't like talking.
You're pretty much good at coming back with something at me.
Oh, I am. I'm just stifling myself.
Okay, Edith. Good job.
I am.
Dingbat. We good here, man?
Yeah, we good.
I'm Cash the King. I got the chef to the left, Brendan B. This is the Sports Goombahs. And you come back next week?
Why wouldn't I?
I'm just goofing with you. I'm just goofing. We're all good. It's nice and quiet here, man. You got anything to add? Anything at all?
No.
You got any political thoughts at all? I mean, we for months we've been talking like this, and you back off, and like you're the generation that's going to move forward here.
You're the ones getting stuck with our.
Yeah, you're getting stuck with the shit that we pulled,
mess.
which is I thought that my generation would have cleaned this shit up. We only made it worse.
No, I told you my my theory. I don't care about either of them.
You don't care about anything.
No, I don't care about either of them.
Right. So in your situation, you just figure, well, we're
I already told him I'm doing a write-in vote for Mark Cuban. That's my vote.
Yeah, I know. I like Mark Cuban, man. That's not. Give
me a businessman, but don't give me an extremist businessman.
Right. Listen, like I always said to Beep, what Donald Trump is talking about might not be wrong, but you can't present it like that, man. You just can't do it. You got to back off a little bit.
That's the problem. Like you're saying the way he's presented. People are fed up on both sides.
Yeah, but you can't hack everybody. You can't offend everybody and expect them all to love you, man. You can't do it. That's just you speak like that, you're going to get return. You know, it's not like can you imagine?
It's either you're already getting divisive talk right now.
Right.
You're already getting it from what's in office right now. It's divisive talk. And I understand what you're saying too. And I've acknowledged that to you before. It's not what he says, it's how he says it.
Right.
And that it is. But a lot of that has been toned down in the last month, hasn't it?
Well, not the last couple of days he screwed it up. Well, he's back. He can't hold his tongue. He wants to, but then again, that thing comes up.
But the thing is, you know what? Give me somebody that's passionate about something, though. At least he's passionate.
I don't know that because here's the way.
But I don't see all the arguments that other people like. He's racist. He's this and that. I go back and like for 20 years. He's been the same.
He's loved Hillary. He's been
the same.
I know,
consistently saying the same thing for 25 years.
He's a front runner. He goes to the side. That's running shit. Come on.
The year I graduated high school was 88.
Yeah.
So he's been consistently saying the same amount of things, the same things since 88.
Yeah, I guess.
And whether or not, and all of a sudden now he's running for president. In 28 years, nobody said he was a racist. But now that he's running for president, he's a racist.
Because he sounds like one.
but if that's the case, then why didn't somebody say, hey, you know what? He's a racist.
They are. Everybody's saying it.
They're saying it now because he's running for president. You never heard about that stuff
Because nobody gave
before.
a shit when he wasn't for president. He was just another rich guy who had casinos and bloviated all over the place. Had the Apprentice show where he was a big deal on Stearns and every other show talking about women's breasts and models and things that he thought, his point of view and all the crazy shit. That was his whole thing.
How is that any different from you?
I'm not running for president.
Doesn't matter.
What's the difference? If I was running for president, people laugh at me. It does matter. It does matter. Just don't. You're so anti-Clinton. There's no way I'm pushing you. Even you're not even going to.
Oh no, I will. I can't. I can't even fathom what it's going to be like.
Give me Bill. Get the freaking Bill back in there.
I don't understand how that is even possible that she's allowed. Like we fired how many? We fired a general. We fired how many? For doing exactly almost the same thing she did, only hers is on a grander scale. How the hell is that? And how the hell does he sit in a freaking plane? Bill sitting with the plane with the head
the same way as Cheney somehow got all that bucks for Halliburton over in Iraq. The same way that George Bush did his thing. The same way that all these people do everything. It's just now, with the availability of the emails and everybody watching everything and every move you make. This is nothing new. Hillary Clinton's nothing new. You think she's the first one to do shit like this?
I just.
They all do it, man. You just, I know you can't stand her. That's that whole thing.
And I would vote for anybody other than her.
Well, I can't. I hear you, but you don't have a choice.
Look, guys, I'm missing Raw right now.
I'm sorry. Okay, let's get the hell out of here.
I do want to fill you with some good news though for the Phillies.
You do?
Yeah, the AA prospect Dylan Cousins hit his 25th home run of the season. It ties this other guy for the league lead in all of minor league baseball. The other guy, his teammate Rice Hoskins. So the Phillies have the two best power hitting players in all of minor league baseball
right now. By the way,
the Phillies
2-1.
There you go.
Phillies.
What inning's that? It's over.
It's it's the 8th.
I need a 2-1. I need 3 runs. Possible.
Marlins just got the one in the top.
Catch the king.
Closing it down.
Chef to left, Brendan B. Like you all, Sports Goombahs. Catch you next week.